Hey everybody, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. If you are like me, we are also entering December daily season. So it feels kind of weird, well, maybe only to me, but to be wrapping up October daily and then starting on December daily at the same time. It's very interesting, and I'll actually have a behind the scenes video on Monday, tomorrow, just share how my space is looking. Okay, so for the two projects that I'm going to do for this video, it's Wednesday, my new Funko Pop. I absolutely love her. She is just fantastic. And I think that we could all channel our inner Wednesday because she just has a no-nonsense attitude and doesn't take anything from anybody. I did a photo shoot with my Funko Pop, took it out of the box, and then added in my little hand. And so I got a fantastic photo and grabbed this spider web paper, this vellum spider card from Ellie Edwards, because I did not want to try to cut a spider web with my Cameo. I knew it would be very intricate and it might not work with my Cameo. So this was the next best option and I love it. As you can see, I've torn sections of the spiderweb paper to put in the top left and the top left, bottom right. And then the spider webs, I am cutting those out and also going to tuck those into the same spots. And after that, I did not know where this project was going to go. I had no idea because I went looking in my stash for some spider die cuts because I really wanted to add spiders. And I did not have any spider die cuts. I had this heart die cut and I thought about using that, but I didn't like it. Wednesday does not, I don't think of hearts and Wednesday. So then I pulled out a bunch of my stamps and I had October stories and then a label, a stamp, and I really didn't like the October stories either. So I went to my digital supplies and I printed out or cut out lots of things to finish up this project. I took a digital stamp from In a Creative Bubble, Strange and Unusual, and I matted that kind of on a neutral tan. It matches the spider that I also die cut, and that's going to be my title. But right now I am using a transparency piece that has a spider web on it, and I'm cutting that out to add in another layer of spider webs, and then I will add in all the other die cuts that I have for spiders. I found two different spiders in my kind of Halloween digital supplies. Gave myself a thumbs up because I love this, how it's working out. Like I said, I was a little stumped once I realized I didn't have a lot of spider die cuts. So like I was saying, I have two different ones, two different spiders, and I think overall it works. I felt like one of the spiders was kind of creepy and the other one is kind of cute, so maybe they balance each other out. I don't know. But now that I have the general layout that I want, I can go ahead and start adhering things down. And I know I've talked about that many times on my channel, but for me, it works better to really lay everything out and then adhere it down. I'm not one of those, I guess you could say, adventurous scrapbookers where I'm just like, that looks good there, I'm going to adhere it. Don't even think about it, just adhere it. I can't do that. I'd love to know how you guys approach it when you are scrapbooking. Do you just adhere it, dive right in, or do you do like I do and figure out your placement and then adhere it? You can see I have added in the Strange and Unusual title up in the top right. I also die cut a poison bottle because I've seen a lot of memes with Wednesday and poison, and I think that's just part of her as well. And also a spider die cut with the circle. And then I'm just adding in the spiders in different spots. And I'll use that label stamp for my journaling. And it's looking like a spooky, fantastic page. I even rounded the corners on the Strange and Unusual. And then I'm going to also add some gold puffy stickers as well. And I know the Strange and Unusual refers to like Beetlejuice, but I think it works well in Wednesday's page as well. And I love this. I'd love to know if you guys got some new decorations this season. This was kind of my only new decoration this season. I did get a wooden, like, small dollhouse, but I never got around to doing anything with it. October went by so fast, and I also had some health issues. So I did get this new toy and I love it, and I even took her out of the box and displayed her on my fireplace. So now I'm going to do this label stamp, which is from a really old Allie Edwards Stories by the Month kit, and it works so perfectly. That way I can really focus in on the journaling and add something, because I wanted to add something about this and how happy I was to have a Funko. My daughter started watching the Funko Pop channel. I think it's called Top Pops, and now we watch it together, and this guy is just, his love for Funko Pops is just so infectious, and he just makes me want to collect more. And my daughter's always like, Mom, stop getting ideas. Well, I can't help myself. I love Funko Pops now even more. All right, so this is how the page turned out. Looks wonderful. I'll add it into my album. The next page is a pocket page using In a Creative Bubble Mischief bundle. I saw that she had a card that said movie night, so that's what kind of prompted me to go with this kit for making this page. And I really went all out with the orange right here. I even had someone on Instagram, because I already shared this page on Instagram, say that I used a shade of orange called Orangeicle? Creamsicle? I don't know. Either way, it's a fantastic shade of orange that I don't normally use. I took a piece of vellum and took one of our tickets and just adhered it right on the vellum. I thought that would be something fun and different. I also took one of the die cuts. This is Pure Magic, and then cut off the bottom so that way I could use that bottom piece up in the top left corner. And I wasn't looking at my computer, so I thought maybe I should add some books or some puffy stickers. And then I realized that I actually had printed out another piece that's Seasonal Delights, which is a digital stamp that I put on a green background. So that's what I decided to add instead of the books or puffy stickers. And then for the journaling, I just talked about how we went to the really fancy movie theater to see Wild Robot. The fancy movie theaters where you get the food delivered to you. And we had to go there because Wild Robot is one of my all-time favorite books. And, you know, I shared it with my daughter, and now it's one of her all-time favorites. And it was just such a beautiful, beautiful movie. Very heartwarming, and so many good messages about found family and working together. And I loved it. So the back of this pocket page is going to be the photo that I have of my kids, and also another excuse to use more of the kit. I wanted to do a die cut, like 3x4 card, so I printed out some more of the die cuts from the kit, including another digital stamp put on green, and then I have a star card. It looks like an astrology card, but it is a 4x6, and then so this page focuses again on the greens and the oranges. And you saw me playing with the vellum. I thought about using the vellum, but in the end I went with the white and just let the die cuts really pop off the page, and I love it. It's very simple, but you know, things don't really have to be complicated, and I totally am okay with October Daily being a little less complicated or a little less involved, I guess you could say, than December Daily. And next year, I might even make October Daily even simpler. I'm thinking about it because I just might need something a little simpler. I also added in some stamping with a stamp set that I just showed you, and it came with a bunch of words that were stuck together, but they didn't make sense together, so I just cut them apart, and I'm going to stamp fun 3 times down in the bottom on the 4x6, and yes, yes, up in the top corner of my 3x4 card. And I just love the little pops of stamping. And I also stamped Currently Celebrating as kind of my header or title for the journaling card. And it looks so good. I love it. Such a fun little color scheme for fall. I also added in some star stamping. It's like I want to say it's a funky star. Let's go with that. It's a funky star. And I think it was attached to a word or something, but I was still able to use it. And it was the little touch that I wanted to add. I wanted to make sure that there was a little bit of emphasis of the stars on my 3x4 that kind of matched the 4x6. So again, with this card, I just talked about more about the movie and what the themes of the movie were, and how my husband and I got a little emotional with parts of this movie. I love The Wild Robot. So if you've not read it, you should totally read it. I think it's a book all ages could enjoy. So that is my pocket page and my Funko Pop stories. I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing these come together. I hope you have a great day. Bye.